Oops. Welcome back to the Collector's Outpost. I am John. Well, we got it. We got the R2-D2 in from Home Depot. It took me, God, I think I found out about this around 2 months ago. And I finally was able to get my hands on it through Tracker Lacquer, I believe it was called. It's an app that somebody in one of the Home Depot R2 Facebook forums actually told me about, and within a few days, I actually was able to order this online. So the plans for this is to try to get it over here so we have it on camera when I'm making my videos here. And I think what I'm gonna wind up doing, because I've seen a bunch of videos, I might have to do some repainting and a little bit of weathering, maybe sealing some cracks and everything. I mean, this thing was $300. This is something that none of us ever thought we'd ever have in our collection. There's one on Sideshow, I think it's like $7,000, $8,000 or something like that. I've seen them way more expensive than that. So this is a steal, but it probably is gonna need some work. But let me tell you, this was a hunt and a half. Me and my mom did a road trip to like 8 or 9 different Home Depots up and down New Jersey. My mom actually lives in Queens in New York, and I actually hit a couple of the Home Depots out there as well. It was just not in stock anywhere. So honestly, without that tracker app, I don't think I'd be able to get my hands on it. So definitely download that. It was a huge help. I was notified the second it was in stock, and by the time I ordered it, it's like seconds later, it was out of stock already. So definitely grab that tracker. I think it's called Tracker Lacquer. Before we dig on into this unboxing, if you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by for a R2 review unboxing video. Please drop on down, hit that like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you're notified every time I have a new video drop. Now, I'm really excited to see this, so let's get on into this. So this does come with a base, and it is fully animated and all that. I don't think I'm gonna have room in here for the base. So, all right, let's see what we got here. I can't believe I am unboxing an R2-D2. This is insanity. We got a couple of pieces of the base. Now, this is just really cheap kind of plastic, but again, $300, and I don't think you could really ask for more when you're looking for an R2-D2. All right, so here we got the dome here. Actually looks a little better than I thought it was going to look, but there's a lot of little imperfections. Let me see if I can get that on here. Like, there's a lot of mold imperfections there that I might try to go in there and clean up a little bit and repaint some of this, some of the blue and some of the silver, make this a little bit less plasticky and a little more metal looking. Like, there's a lot of like little issues up over here, if you can see that. This thing was $300. I mean, it's really hard to beat. You know, I'm just noticing, get some weathering. There's like a black wash kind of over the whole thing, which is pretty cool. I didn't notice that in the photos on Home Depot, so that's a cool little plus. I can't. This is incredible. Oh my God, look at this. You know, this actually looks a lot better in person than I thought it was gonna look. I've seen some photos where it's got a lot of cracks in it, and yes, there are some cracks, you know, where the plastic is just not joined perfectly. You know, I might go in there with some filler. I've got some filler putty from like models and stuff like that, or little things like that. You know, there's some problems over here, but I mean, overall, yeah, look at that. It has some black wash on it. I don't know if you could see that on the screen there, but it definitely has some black wash throughout the whole thing. So that is very interesting. I did not realize that. So let's see, here we have the other leg. Let's pretty dirty. It looks great. And we got the R2 body. Right on the bottom, we've got color-coded wires. We got 2 whites, a blue, red, and a black. Don't know where to put you, R2. Yeah, so at the bottom is just the big animatronic base. We have the corresponding wires, 2 whites, blue, black, and red. Got the instruction manual. Now remember, this is a Christmas, I can't believe this is a Christmas ornament basically, but it's a Christmas ornament. It does come with Christmas lights. These do light up, and I'm assuming these are some tools and whatever. And we got his front eyeball thing. And let's get rid of this box. This looks pretty simple. You probably have seen this thing about 100 times already. You can actually take a look on the inside. It's got a metal frame and some wires. See if you can check that out. I'll see if I can get some close-ups when it's all put together, but there is a black wash on the whole thing. And I think once I get back in there and I put some dirt and grime and everything in the corners and everything, it's really gonna help this thing stand out. I don't know how much work I'm gonna have to put on this. So the whites are different sizes. There's a small white, a large white, and then the rest are just black, blue, and red. So super easy to connect this thing. All right, and then you peg it right into here. And we'll have to tuck some wires in as we go. We got the power plug in the white box here, okay. And with this, we have a couple of screws and everything, so that's probably just for the legs. Super easy to put this thing together. Oh, okay. So a little screw goes on this little leg there, on the bottom. So there are websites, like Etsy stores and stuff like that, that sell a ton of upgrades, and I might grab a couple, such as like maybe the different wires. They have like LED decals for over some of the parts on the dome. And then there are places that also have like the fully animated LEDs on the dome. Where's the, oh, here it is. So beside just maybe doing a tiny paint job on this, which actually looks pretty darn good, I might do a couple of upgrades in the future. It just depends. I'm not sure how much money I want to like invest in this thing. It actually looks pretty darn good. I think for me, the biggest thing might be the dome, is possibly just repainting the dome and making it just a little bit more metal looking rather than plastic looking. And even some of these gaps on here, if I put one little thing in one of the gaps, that means I have to immediately repaint the whole R2 unit. And I'm not sure I want to do a project like that. Maybe I will. These parts actually should be silver as well. So I'm going to have to, that's actually pretty easy. We'll just mask around that, paint that silver, and paint that silver when I do the dome. All right, let's grab the other leg here. Okay. Now this is supposed to be life-size, but I know it's maybe 90–95% or so life-size. It's a little smaller, you know, but either way, I'm still not sure I'm gonna leave it on this base because it still takes up a lot of space and, you know, it moves in and out and everything. And if I can just eliminate the base, I can tuck them into this back corner over here. All right, so we got the dome here. Same thing, looks like, ooh, one plug. We just have a blue plug. There's a little screw here we have to undo. And where's that wire? There it is. Okay, tighten that up. Now this piece here, this is actually quite nice. It has a weathering on it as well. All right, that was really, really, really easy. Now again, it comes with the Christmas lights. I don't care about these. I'm just gonna put that aside. And we have a really nice long extension cord here. This has gotta be, man, this has gotta be like 10 feet. So in the back here we have a volume, it looks like. We have different settings for, you can put the LEDs on, the animations and stuff like that. So definitely go through this. So it looks like a remote control as well. Did I miss something in the box? I gotta go back and check. Very interesting. Oh, there we go. Oh man, that is so cool. Absolutely blown away. Yeah, I know. I'm impressed too. Absolutely. That is great. I know. We're gonna check that out. So that volume was down pretty far. That was like maybe 10 or 20%. Let's walk around again. Wow. That is so loud. Woo. Oh my goodness, that is like way too loud. Okay. All right, so lights only, we're just on like that, no motion sensor, no nothing. Man, I'm looking on the screen right now at that camera. That looks great on camera, that really does. I gotta say, I'm almost up in the air. I don't know if I want to do any work on him. I probably should, but I'm not sure I want to. All right, just getting a little bit of a close-up here so you can see everything. So yeah, there are some imperfections here, you know, but I would have to add some filler and then repaint everything. I may still want to repaint the dome a little bit, add my own weathering and some, you know, scuff marks around there. Like I was saying, they do make decals for here. I believe I saw those on Junk Droids, that you can get a little decal and pop it right on in there. This, I'm not sure. If I wind up repainting, I might repaint that black. And here's a quick pan down. Honestly, this thing is completely beautiful. It really is. And around back, yes, there is another light back there. You can see right here. So some of these things are painted wrong. This should be, you know, silver on the inside. This also should be silver. So like little things like that. And they do make things for here as well that you can light this up with some LEDs if you wanted to go all the way out. But honestly, that's gonna be in the back and I'm never gonna see that. So I'm definitely not gonna go too far into that. Man, look at that. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think of my new friend here from Home Depot. This is the R2-D2 unit, supposed Christmas ornament, but we're just gonna use them as a regular prop for the studio here. So let me know what you think down in the comments, and do help me out. Hit that like, subscribe, and click on that notification button for upcoming videos. Maybe, maybe not, but I might do a little repaint and weathering job on this thing. So I will see you all on the next video. Be safe and kind out there in the world. See ya.